The vast majority of guys have their own personal toolbox full of techniques and strategies that they may use to get ladies to talk to them, pay attention to them, and like them. But when we put them next to a Sigma male, who can make any female fall in love with him in record time, we see that they are simply boys in contrast to the Sigma male. But the fact that the Sigma male isn't even making an effort is the most frustrating aspect of the situation for a good many of these newcomers. Every week, his pals make jokes about how another female has fallen for him, and he is constantly surrounded by women. Despite the fact that they can see it, they are green with envy. How exactly does he handle it all? They are mystified and want to know what this wizardry is. You said some sort of dark magic or a potion, right? What is it that he does that causes these ladies to nearly fall at his feet, and why doesn't he care that they do? If this describes your current state of traveling, then you are in luck. Because in the video that we are going to show you today, we are going to discuss 7 qualities and behaviors of Sigma males that, when shown by Sigma females, lead them to go completely nuts about Sigma males. Number 1. He only gives off positive energy. Believe it or not, the one thing that the vast majority of men and women despise equally is people who are fun sponges and energy vampires. There is not a single woman on the face of the world who is attracted to males who drag the energy down and act like they're the authorities on having fun. Now you can't expect the Sigma to be the center of attention at a party by doing handstands on top of beer cakes and swinging from lampshades like they did in the past. After all, he isn't an outgoing person by nature. It's more probable that you'll find him mingling with a group of people who share similar values and perspectives in the kitchen, where he may have more meaningful or in-depth conversations. Even if the Sigma isn't the most outgoing, vibrant, or charismatic person at the party, he still knows how to have a good time. He is all for having a good time, making valuable contributions to encounters, and not being afraid to fully let loose with the individuals that make him feel the most comfortable. The majority of women can't help but fall for him since he possesses the ideal combination of relaxation, fun, and insightfulness, and this combination is both balanced and interesting. Number 2. He is a man with a goal in mind. The fact that the Sigma is a man who constantly has several things going on is very attractive to women. And how he is always striving to improve either his life or himself in some manner by making incremental strides forward each and every day. A guy who is self-sufficient, independent, and able to provide for himself and the people he cares about is extremely appealing. This is because he exhibits his self-reliance, independence, and capacity to provide for himself and the people he cares about. In order for a woman to consider a guy as a long-term potential partner, it is necessary for him to demonstrate that he has his head on straight and that he possesses the guts to step up to the plate when it comes to the task of cultivating a long-term relationship with her. In other words, he must have his head screwed on. It is unfortunate for the woman in question, but it is possible that this will not be as simple as she had hoped. Sigma males are notoriously difficult to pin down into relationships due to the fact that they value their freedom and independence more than anything else, but there is still a chance that things will work out for the best. If she is a girl who is equally as independent and active as he is, or if she is a member of Sigma, then who knows whether or not things will work out. Number 3. He's unavailable. When males have their sights set on a potential love interest, a common mistake they do is to make themselves overly available to the women in their lives. This is a move that, unfortunately, works against them. A man might come out as needy and desperate if he is overly available to potential partners. Without much of his own life, which is a certain way to drive a lady away faster than anything else. Guys don't like it when a woman is needy, desperate, or too accessible for them, and it works the same way the other way around. Women don't like it when men love the thrill of the chase as much as men do, but both sexes share this trait. Therefore, it should come as no surprise that women are drawn to the Sigma male and his genuine unavailability. Bear in mind, however, that the Sigma would never purposefully be unavailable in order to trick a woman into falling in love with him for a variety of reasons, and you should keep this in mind at all times. To begin, he does not give the impression that he is busy and inaccessible. This is a true reflection of who he is. He places a high priority on himself and his future. Because the woman is able to recognize that this is genuine, she finds herself falling in love with the man quite quickly. Second, a Sigma would never be so lowly minded as to dishonor himself by trying to sway a woman's feelings for him through deceit. It is not necessary for him to have someone fall in love with him. He would honestly like to avoid all of the pointless drama, and the fact that he does so just serves to increase his desirability. Number 4. He is aware of his own identity. Girls, there's nothing more appealing than a man who understands himself inside and out, knows who he is, what he's about, and what he wants out of life. Once a woman has a man who isn't going to overwhelm her with his anxieties, there's nothing more attractive than that man. This pretty much defines the typical Sigma male, who is completely at ease in his own skin and has a profound comprehension of the inner workings of his mind and psyche. So it looks like he's in good shape as far as ladies falling in love with him is concerned. This is not a strategy to attract attention to myself. Women are able to perceive that he has an authentic grasp of who he is as a person, and they like him for it. He arrives to this comprehension by devoting a significant amount of time to contemplating and critiquing his own behaviors and ways of thinking, which he does by isolating himself mentally. This is not something that can be manufactured in order to win a woman's admiration, since he has spent a lot of time thinking about the reasons why he is the way he is. One of the most alluring qualities of the Sigma is his self-assurance, which stems from the fact that he is aware of himself and will not deviate from what he knows and believes in spite of what others may say or how society may try to infiltrate him. This is one of the characteristics that causes women to find it very difficult to resist falling in love with him. Number 5. He's gentle. The notion that women will only date jerks, despite what you may have been led to believe, is just not accurate. Okay, some people do, but in most cases, any attraction to them is only a phase that they go through in their early adult years before they grasp what is obviously true. However, the fact of the matter is that the vast majority of women are more drawn to men who have a softer and more sensitive side, particularly when it comes to the pursuit of someone with whom they may develop romantic feelings. The Sigma male possesses and embraces a kinder, more sensitive part of his nature, making him a personality type that might be described as sigmatic. He is a creative person, and the fact that he is allowed to express himself is something that feeds this aspect of his personality. Therefore, it is possible that he enjoys writing, poetry, art, sculpture, or keeping a diary. The fact that he has these positive, nurturing outlets for his inner self contributes to the mystique and allure of the Sigma male, leading women to wonder how they may access this aspect of the Sigma male or how they can be a part of his world in some way. In addition to this, he is kind to them in the way that he handles them. Do not misunderstand, he will still give off the impression of being naturally dominating. Confidence and self-assuredness, but at the same time, he has the ability to make a woman feel very at ease, respected, and valued in his presence regardless of who she is. Number 6. He has a strong point of view. A woman will fall even more quickly in love than a man does when she is confident in who she is. For a man who doesn't shy away from expressing his opinions. One more reason why the Sigma male satisfies all the qualifications for a person who may make any female fall in love with him is that he is attractive. The Sigma male understands that confrontation is an inevitable aspect of life, which is why he tries to avoid it whenever it's possible to do so. He is aware of this fact, and despite the fact that there may be some unpleasant times in the future, he will provide his straightforward and honest view. He is not simply a yes man who would agree with whatever a gorgeous girl says in an effort to win her favor with the Sigma. It is the definition of acting like a doormat, and he is not going to participate in any of that. This is largely due to the fact that Sigma males live and see their lives in a manner that is independent of the social hierarchy in which the majority of people find themselves. He does not base his existence, which is inextricably connected to, on the expectations and judgments of others as a result of those expectations. Having a personality that is not just obstinate but also opinionated is something that any female would find attractive, and who could blame her? It is quite endearing to see someone who has such a strong character and who has overcome obstacles in their life. Number 7. He has a healthy self-esteem. There is no limit to the number of women the Sigma male may woo. He wants to develop romantic feelings for him for no other reason than the fact that he loves himself more than anybody else in the world. And I don't mean that in a pompous, arrogant, absolutely full of himself sort of manner either. Simply put, it indicates that he respects himself sufficiently and has the self-worth to be able to genuinely look after himself on all fronts, physically, emotionally, and cognitively. Because he places such a high value on his well-being, he invests a significant amount of time and effort into maintaining a healthy diet and exercise routine. maintaining an adequate level of hydration, and obtaining sufficient rest. In addition, he maintains his mental health by engaging in activities that either make him happy or give him a sense of calm and that give him the opportunity to express himself while appreciating the splendor of the vast outdoors. As a means of expressing his innermost thoughts and feelings, he can find relief in activities such as writing, drawing, hiking, or meditation. To paraphrase an old proverb, ghosts, if you don't love yourself, how can you possibly love another person? This frame of mind, as well as the conduct that follows from it, is the total antithesis of acting needy or desperate. And because of this, women find him to be really appealing, and they can't help but fall in love with him.
Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And do share with your friends so we may continue to create them. To see more videos like this, subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Additionally, make sure to check out our other videos. Thank you for watching.